Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs and health issues. I'm on a feeding tube that's a 24-hour drip, so I make videos about my health issues, feeding tubes, special needs, a bunch of different things. I've had a crazy week so far, and I also have a busy week coming up. To start out, today is Friday. Tuesday and Wednesday I went to family camp, it's a church camp, but instead of it having an age limit, it's for the whole family, but it's at the same campgrounds as the church camp I go to. So I wasn't able to stay because of being on a feeding tube. There's a lot that I gotta do to take care of it. It's a 4-night, 5-day camp, and our church people have been going to the night services, so I felt too bad to go on Monday night, but I went on Tuesday and Wednesday night. And I wanted to tell you all a couple of sweet things that happened. So I have a friend that I met from church camp when I was 14, and we're about 3 years apart. And anyway, she's been staying at the campgrounds for family camp, and I told her that I was going on Wednesday and Thursday. I went, I think it was something like that. 2 days that I went. I got to see my friend. She was really excited to see me. I got to sit by our church people and my friend, and I had her sit with us so that we could hang out, and it was really good to talk to her. I talked to her a lot online, but we don't get to talk to each other in person very much besides calling each other, because she lives out of town from where I live. However, in July, her birthday is in July, and I get to go down to her house in July. Her actual birthday is the 29th, but I'm going a few days early this year because I'm only spending one night this year because of my feeding tube. We don't want me to be out of town for days. So a week from Saturday, I'll leave to go to my friend's house, and then I'll stay Saturday and Sunday and leave like Sunday evening because I'm going to go to church with them. And I also got to see my friend's grandma and my friend's aunt and her pastor and his wife, and I got to meet someone new from their church that went to that service. So, and I also got to see a lot of my friends that stayed at camp. So it was really good to see people. And I think the service that spoke to me the most was, I don't remember if it was Tuesday night or Wednesday night. It was one night. They talked about like, the title was something about God can do anything, and it was basically talking about like not just praying for your need, but believing that that God's will happen and that God will do it. It was a really encouraging message, and my favorite part of the whole service was I went up to the front to pray, and after the altar call, I went up to the preacher and I told him my situation about my health stuff, and I was like, hey, do you think that you could like pray with me? And he was like, yeah, is your parents here? I said no. He's like, is anybody from your church here? And I'm like, well, my pastor is here and his wife, and a few people from our church came up. They like drove up there. Not to stay the week, but just to go to the night services. And he was like, I want your pastor's wife to come up here, and I want her to pray with you, as well as the other pastors that are here. And we're going to believe that your stomach will move to the right place. And so we started all praying together. And when I left that service, oh no, there was just a difference in how I felt as far as like mentally. Like I felt this encouragement that like no matter what happens, that it's going to be okay, and that there's so many people that care. And I think that it's easy when you have health issues to get in this state of mind of, it can be very depressing and hard. And as I was praying and people started coming up to help pray with me, I felt this like, I don't know, I guess almost like a strength in a way of like, there's so many people that care. And I'm not just talking about people from my church. There's many other pastors from other churches in our state that have prayed with me and have came to our special services at our church and specifically prayed for me. And it was like kind of like we're all in this together, you know, as like one big church. And it was just like really encouraging to have this reminder that you're not alone, and that sharing what you go through can help somebody else. And so it was just, I felt like this encouragement of just keep going forward no matter what happens, because you can be an encouragement to somebody that you don't even realize. As a matter of fact, I think it was Thursday night, something like that. The last night that I went, I saw one of my friends from our church, and actually several of our church people, we all sat together, and they were like, we've been missing you at church, because I haven't been back to church since my button placement because I've been really sore. And like they were like giving me hugs and said that they missed me. And like one of my friends was like, you're coming on Sunday, right? And I was like, yeah, I should be there. And you know, sometimes you really don't know how you affect somebody's life for the good, until sometimes you go through something really hard and you end up being an encouragement for somebody else. And so it felt really good to just, I guess you could say, like, praise through it. because that's one of the things they talked about is like praising through the struggle. And I don't know, there was just like this like encouragement in the air to keep going, keep pressing forward, because you are an encouragement to people. And I'm just really thankful that I feel more encouraged and stronger. Tonight's the last night. It's Friday, and I'm not going tonight because I plan on going to our church on Sunday, and I don't want to like overdo it because I'm still sore. And then the Saturday after this Saturday, I'll be going to my friend's house that Saturday and Sunday. So I'll have a busy week next week, but I'm really thankful for the encouragement and the strength that you find when, you know, you're with people that really do care. And anyways, it was a great service, and I'm glad that I was able to feel encouraged. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.